We rely on our first responders in an emergency.
From ambulances to river rescue crews to SWAT and search teams. But now one local EMS department needs the community's help.
KDKA's Meghan Schiller joins us now to explain the new proposal allowing people to help fund that quick response time. Meghan.
We need them on our worst days. When we call 911, we expect them to be there. But the Ross Westview EMS says it can't survive if it keeps doing things the way it's been doing things. When the call rings out, these first responders jump into action. Ross Westview EMS serves 5 communities, answering 12,000 calls a year, but costs keep climbing.
Our human resource costs are through the roof, our overhead is higher than it ever has been, and our capital equipment is hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Chief Greg Porter tells me he's in a financial bind and needs to change it. Right now, it's an 80-10-10% split. 80% comes from billing ambulance patients, 10 from the communities they serve, and 10 from the voluntary subscription program donations. It's not really making a dent.
If one of these trucks leaves here right now on a call, it's going to cost us $550 for them to roll out the door. And if they take somebody to the hospital, and that's if, because a lot of patients don't go to the hospital, we get back about 400 of those dollars. So every single 911 call costs us more than $125 or $150.
The solution? Bill each of the nearly 29,000 households and businesses $55 a year to essentially buy into coverage.
So if somebody does use the ambulance, they're not going to have any additional out-of-pocket expense. So it's essentially buying an insurance policy for 911 calls for $55.
We caught up with Ross Township resident Sue Rulander and asked if it's $55 she'd be willing to fork over.
I mean, it sounds like a reasonable amount, you know, like if they think that's enough money to help cover the costs that they have, then yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Westview's police chief and borough manager Bruce Fromlack calls it a no-brainer.
No one wakes up today and says, I'm going to be in an accident, I'm going to have a heart attack, I'm going to trip and fall or get injured, and I'm going to need EMS.
That's why Westview's already voted yes on the ordinance, along with Ohio Township and Millvale Borough. Ross and Reserve Townships will discuss it early next week.
No one likes to pay an additional anything, right? Any fee. But really the service that you're getting is that's that service that you hope you never need, but it's there.
And Chief Porter tells me things will kick off on March 1st if it gets the green light. So coming up tonight at 6, more on when Ross and Reserve Townships will have a public discussion and how you can take part. For now, we're live in Ross Township. Meghan Schiller, KDKA News.